Hi everybody, Jo here again. Thanks so much for popping in. Come on in, take your coat off, make yourself comfy. Today, I'm really answering a question again, and it is lovely when you get in touch. A couple of ladies have been in touch and said they've not had the gel press out for a while. Could I give them a nice, almost, well, simple and easy, but effective background to start them off? So, I thought we would. And this is the sort of thing I'm going for. It's similar to one that I've put on social media recently, and it had some lovely comments. And again, a few were asking if I could do a tutorial on it. So this is the sort of thing we're going to be looking at. And if you look, we've got this fabulous new sticker sentiments, and I love these. So we're going to include those as well. And you've got lots of stamps in your stash that will be fabulous for this. I have to warn you though, this video comes with a warning, because once you start making these backgrounds look, my suggestion is have quite a bit of card ready, because you'll be making them again and again. Now today I'm going to use this combination, which is with my elements. It's the blue atoll, the graphite, and then, oh, upside down, the midnight blue. But what I did, I was creating a few the other day, and I just fancied at the top swapping the blue atoll for the Merlot to see what happened, and I got this. And you know, if Mr. Mojo goes on holiday, as he does sometimes, you could make yourself quite a few of these backgrounds, and also you'd have them ready to stamp up, or it might get Mr. Mojo back and then you'd be ready to stamp them up. Again, what a difference just by adding a different colour. So what we'll do is we'll pop this to one side. So we're going to use a piece of card, and I've got one cut here ready because, like I say, when I'm doing this, I would have a stash of cards ready. And this is a 5.5-inch square multifarious. And I always use one of my lovely acrylic plates, and we're using the Squarelee today. So again, always keep it in its protective little case. And again, my suggestion is as soon as you finish to pop it away, because obviously it has such a good memory, the gel press. Certainly it's got a better one than I have. And what we're going to do is I'm going to get myself some copier paper there, so I've got it ready. And the only other thing I've done is I've got my fan brush in some water waiting. And I'm a bit funny. For me, I find it easy to have the top of my design, because this is square, at the top where the wording is. It's just the way my head works. So I know my blue atoll ink is going to come in from the top. So I've got my lovely Billy Brayer here, and I'm just going to ink up on this top little bit, because I don't need to ink all the way across my brayer. And if I go down the ink pad, I find that is better for me. And I'm just going to put some blue ink at the top, look. And then I'll just clean my brayer on a piece of copy paper. But to be honest, you could use a piece of spare card and you get a lovely background. Turn my block round, look. And then with the graphite, again, I'm just inking up on this edge, because I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, it'll be the opposite way round. And this time I'm going to start and come up more or less to where the blue ink is. Dead easy, look. Just slightly bring it across and up to where that blue ink is. Again, lid on. We'll clean that. Good practice to get into cleaning when you go from one colour to another, even if you go into a darker colour. And again, we're just going to catch this bottom bit now with that deeper colour, and I'll just add a little bit more. So that was the midnight blue, that's my grounding colour. Whoa, you can see, look at that. And then again, pop your brayer that way up. And all we're going to do now is add some water splats, and I'm going to concentrate on those top two colours. Don't really want too much at the base. So a few taps. And then for me, I find it easier And I'm just going to put a piece of copy paper under because it's better for you to see. So I'm going to put my card, and for me, one of the reasons I like to use my acrylic plate is I can turn it over, look, almost using your gel press as a stamp. And we're just going to pop it down there. And look, depending how much I press, depends what sort of effect I get. And also, I'm just a big kid and I love to do this. And if you're feeling a bit down, do you know what? It can really cheer you up. I just love this effect, look. Who would have thought that was just a couple of Elements inks, well, 3 Elements inks and a bit of water. And then once I've done that, look, I'm just going to turn it round, give it a good rub, and then peel that off. And look, I've not gone quite across. Here is a white, but I like that. I love the fact that it's just not perfectly square. I love these edges because, again, this is a press. You know, it's a mono print, so you're never going to get one identical. Even if I did exactly the same, it wouldn't be identical. And the best way to clean your gel press, just take yourself a piece of copy paper, and quite often you get a lovely ghost print which you can use for an insert. But we'll just put ours over there for the minute. And we'll stamp this up now. And the stamps I'm going to use, and it dries very quickly, so we're actually going to stamp this up straight away. We've got a couple of stamps that are really good for this. We've got the Bramble and the Thistle Branch, 2 fabulous stamps. And do you know what? I love them both. I think I might go for the Bramble. One thing to remember, we don't want to stamp in these areas. So I'm just going to take a piece. Let's use this one because we've used this one. Just a piece of copy paper. And I'm going to be mindful. I just need to pop it there, look. And we'll come in with, we're using the black, the Nocturne, Versafine Clair, nice permanent ink, and it sits beautifully on top of your gel press prints. So we'll pop one there. And again, just let that ink soak in. Lovely. And then I'll have another one. And if you notice, I'm stamping the middle bit first. And you know why, don't you? Because I want to keep this edge. So I'm going to come in with the other bit of copy paper. I could put some low-tack masking tape. But I've got to be honest, I'm rather precious about my masking tape. So when I can use a bit of copy paper, I do. And I'm thinking, let's have that one there. Again. And then we'll pop up the other side, look. Because we might just catch that edge with this last one. Oh, you see we moved that. Just spend a minute checking that they're right on the edge, and we'll have a little one there. And then when we take that off, look, and it just means that you've still got that lovely crisp border. Now I want to add my lovely owl, and this is from the set Brodwin and Maylin, and I just want our lovely flying owl. So nice to use one of the older owls. Sometimes when we get new stamps, I'm a bit funny. I don't know about you, but I feel for my older stamps. I've said this before, I think when I go to bed or when I go out, they're all there in the filing system going, why aren't we used anymore? She's got a new favourite. So I'll just check there's plenty of ink, and we'll just pop him coming in there. And I'm thinking this card will be fabulous for lots of different occasions, but also great for a man's card. Now, again, often I get messages, I've got a male birthday coming up, what can I make? You know, maybe they're not into say sport or you know, the usual things that can go on mail cards. We've all seen them, the same old. So it's like this. I mean, if it's somebody, you could make a lovely background, you know, with the red one, with if they were into sort of mystical, a dragon would look lovely. I mean, something like this, I think. And as I say, you could change the colours up. We'll give that a bit of a blot. Just before we add our lovely moon. So I'm going to come in with my moon mask, and that'll also spotlight our beautiful owl. Now I'm just going to turn mine round because I'm not sure whether I'm going to use the graphite or the midnight blue. So I tend to have both ready, and I love to go for my smaller Lavinia brush, the number 3, because I don't want to overdo this. I'm thinking just there. And if I use a smaller brush, look, I have a chance I can keep it in the design. So we'll start off with the graphite, and again, gently, gently, and always on the mask first. Just build that colour up, don't be in a rush. You know, it's a quick background to make, but you don't want to spoil it by rushing at this point. I'm just going to come in with a little bit of the darker, just at the base here. It'll just give a bit of shadow. Right, let's take that off, let's have a look. And so if you look, because I've used the smaller brush, I've managed to keep it in the design, and we've got that lovely, so you can see it without it being too, I like that. It's almost that mere suggestion that it's there. But we can enhance it a little bit with our Brilliance, our Moonlight White. And again, I've got a number 3 brush, look, and I've written on it white. This is the one I use for my white. And what I'm going to do here, just add some of it to the moon, and it gives such a lovely effect. And when I lift it up, and it really makes that background pop. Now I'm going to see if I can get some camera work. I'm not sure whether you'll actually be able to pick that up, look. And what I'm going to do is I want it to look a bit sort of like it's the morning. We've got that mist at the bottom. So I'm just going to come in with a couple of almost swathes of that fog, that mist. And again, my brush is lovely just for blending, and I'm just carefully keeping it all in the design. So again, if I bring that up, and this is one of those cards that's lovely, that as you were walking round, if it was up on the side when you're walking around the room, it really would look different as you're walking round. So we'll add a little bit of white highlights just with our pastel pencil. And again, it's only small bits, I'm just smudging it with my finger. And finally, so again, that didn't take long, did it? And I just think that's lovely. And I'm going to choose a couple of sentiments here. Now, I will warn you, this bit normally takes me, the longest, because there are so many fabulous ones. I'm going to go for Rest and Relaxation and Tomorrow's Another Day. That was quick for me, that. See, it could be my journey, my story. Believe in yourself. If you were sending it to somebody who was maybe struggling a bit at the minute, Enjoy the Journey would be good with this one. Keep moving forward. Gift and Blessed. Spread the love. Take a moment. Believe in your... Do you know, so many. But I've chosen. Now remember with these, they come in 3 different colours. The pack has all 3 in. So we've got the black, which I'm using today, but also the white and the vintage. So I'm going to put Tomorrow's Another Day at the base. And as always, I'm just going to pop it on my scissors just so I can get an idea. And I want it in this corner. So I'm thinking if we go there, just in the corner, and then Rest and Relaxation at the top, again, just in this corner. And there we go. Like I say, for me, you could change it up by so many different things, different colours. And there's your background with the Merlot. Like I say, for me, a dragon on there. Maybe you could have it that way. Honestly, it's so much fun. You'll be doing this. You'll be looking at them. And then you'll do that thing of seeing what you can see. You can do the old Freudy thing and see what you can. But I'm hoping you have a go at that. And I'm hoping you make some lovely backgrounds. And then look at all your stamps. And I'm thinking, great man's card. Anyway, I've taken up enough time of you today. But thank you for popping in. I'm hoping you enjoyed this. And those ladies that messaged me, I really hope you have a go. Because it's not tricky, it's not difficult. And once you start, honestly, you'll be, that gel press, there'll be steam coming off it. You'll be making so many backgrounds. But do me a favour, once you've made them, make sure you stamp at least one of them up. Otherwise, they just end up a pile of backgrounds. Have a good week. Enjoy the next few days. And you take care of yourself. Love and hugs from me. See you again soon. Bye for now.